going on, everybody? It's your boy Rail back with another review, man. It is The Walking Dead, the final season, season 11, episode 2, The Review. And this one, oh my god, it was a lot to unpack this episode. There's quite a few things I want to touch on, but I don't want to be here talking all night. But y'all know how I like to ramble, and I like to go on my little riffs. So I can't promise anything, okay? But I can promise some entertaining commentary on this episode. You ready? All right, let's go ahead. Let's get into it. First and foremost, let's start with the Commonwealth, right? I want to knock the Commonwealth out. We got two storylines going on, and the least of it, well, it's only the small portion because there's not much going on in the way of like action or anything, but that doesn't mean it's not quality content there, right? But I'm going to start off there first because Maggie and this Maggie and Negan relationship, it's something we got to get into, and I plan on talking in depth about it, so we're going to save that for the end. But for Eugene, Yumiko, Princess, and my boy, my man's with the tiger. I can't. I was on the road with the names, and you know what? By the way, to hell with you. To hell with y'all. I know what you. Every time in the comments, I see when I get a name wrong, bro. That's not the name. Just the name. But that's on brand. I've been hearing a lot of that's on brand when it comes to Rail not knowing people's names. Okay. And I'm not mad at you, but it's like, look, tell me who else is giving y'all like 12 pieces of content a week, right? I'm knocking these things out. And all these shows with all these characters and all these storylines. And I'm freestyling. You see some notes? You see some notes? I don't see no notes. I don't write nothing down. It's fresh off the dome. It's from the TV to my brain, straight to the camera to y'all. So I'm gonna fuck up. And names is the top thing on my list to ruin. But you know what I'm talking about. And y'all still rock with me, and that's why I love you. So stall me out on the names. Alright, please. Figured I'd put that little PSA out there. But yes, I forgot his name. And it's gonna come to me probably by the next review. Maybe later on during this actual review. Nah, it's not. I'm drawing a complete blank. But, rest in peace to his tiger. Anyway, Yumiko, they turned away, right? They had a chance to exit and run away because they were scared of what the fuck reprocessing was. It sounds terrifying, especially given their history of going places in different settlements. It doesn't work out. So reprocessing I fucked that word up. So reprocessing sounds like violence. It sounds like something not pleasurable. But you see people freaking out, spazzing out, like, I don't want to be reprocessed. And you like, holy shit, let's go. But they didn't. They turned around because Yumiko seen a note from her brother posted on the board of missing persons. And she's like, fuck that, I gotta come back. My bro might be here. We need to stick this thing through. So this is where we pick up. Now, Yumiko is fed up with the bullshit, right? She's tired of sitting around. She wants action. So she goes full Karen on them, asking to see the supervisor. I thought that was a hilarious little part. Right, the stormtrooper was like, are you asking to see my supervisor? Like, is this happening? Like, yeah. And Yumiko is, she's a hard woman. She's a lawyer. She lays it all out. I love the scene where she goes in there to the assessors, right? And they all smug and it's like, we already assessed you. We know we need to know about you. We'll get back to you. And Yumiko turns it on them, right? With just her intuition and her lawyer abilities and the people that she's dealt with before the fall, I guess is what we're calling it. And she reads they ass like a book. You, forensic scientist, you, some type of researcher with your little notes and your stupid beard and your stupid suit jacket that doesn't fit, my man. You mean to tell me in all these dead bodies and these walkers you couldn't find a suit that would fit you a little bit better? But, I'm being picky. It's at least clean. It's at least clean. So he's got that much going for him. So she's shocked. And in her reading of them, she spun it on them. And so I'm like, guess what? You need me. Okay? And if you want me, you got to take the gang. And we want to be expedited right now. I want full passage for me and the gang. I got a brother in there. Cut the bullshit. I'm tired of the questions. Let's get to it. Right? I said, damn, Yumiko. I don't know if this is going to work, but I like your opening. It was hard. You had them doing the slow, what's that? When they do the gulp, that, oh my God, do I have forensic sciences written on my face? Like, how the fuck did she do it? I thought I was the person that was supposed to be the human lie detector. This shit is, yeah. So she did that. Now there is one chink, one chubby, sweaty, nervous, babbling little chink in this team's armor, right? And I peeped that Yumiko looked at him in the face and said, because Eugene was ready to give it all up. He was like, look, fuck this. Let's just tell them what a settlement is, what the people are. We need to stop bullshitting with these people because he's scared. It's Eugene. We all know Eugene. And I actually love Eugene. I remember, I forgot what season it was, but it was all about going to the CDC in Atlanta, and I think that's where we first met him and his little crew. That damn, did everybody die except for like one? Oh my God, damn, Eugene has seen death. Yeah, now that I think about it, I think he's got one survivor out of his original crew. But anyway, he was talking like he was part of the solution and he knew where they had to go, and they was following him like he was the man with the answers. Turns out he is just full of shit and needed to feel important. And I was like, I love that man from that moment. Cause he had all us believing, like, oh, Eugene is the new hope. He is the dude. We need to protect him at all means. We gotta get him there. Just to get him there, and he fucking knows nothing. I thought it was brilliant. But what other way would he have survived? He would have not made it a fortnight without that squad. So, in Eugene fashion, he's falling apart. These are the only people he has around him. Now, Eugene has shown himself to nut up. And I'm confused because I felt like I saw a tougher Eugene than this mess. This Elmer Fudd, not Elmer Fudd. This um shit. Is it? No, it's not Elmer Fudd. No, that's the bald character. What was the pig's name? You know what I'm talking about from Looney Tunes. Oh, you're not old enough. Oh yeah, but oh, you got me. But anyway, yeah, I don't know where this guy came from, but he's a fucking mess. So he's blurting out bad suggestions. Yumiko calms his soul but she tells him one important thing. Yo, Eugene, no matter what situation you find yourself in, stick to the story. There is no fucking settlement, right? And she goes off and does her thing. Now he's left alone because Princess went to go take a piss and use real toilet paper. I loved her authentic excitement over the toilet paper. Genius. I love Princess. I think she has been a terrific addition to the cast. I wish she would have been around longer. I wish we didn't only have 2 seasons of Princess. I felt like she could have been like the better. I love when she comes on screen. She just brings a lightness to these very very dark episodes. When you think about Walking Dead, there has been no comic relief. Like zero. There's no character that's like brings some levity to the show. And that's Princess. Now, I mean, it's zombies, it's murder, it's death, but you would like to chuckle from time to time. Like, is it just me? I'd like to have a little giggle. So finally, they add a character, and of course, she only gets 2 episodes to shine, but she's shining. And she dips to go do that. Now he's nervous. He's left alone. And the shit's really hitting the fan. His friends are gone. He has no clue. And he is perspiring from every orifice. Any place on Eugene's body that can produce a liquid is doing that. Okay? He's leaking. I was like, he was raising my anxiety levels as I'm watching him. It was torture watching Eugene. Anybody that suffers from anxiety, just goddamn. But he's doing a brilliant acting job, I must say. He's killing the role. He gets in there, and now this is where it gets nervous because it's just 1v1, him with the scary orange stormtrooper and the 2 assessors. So he ends up sticking to the plan. He tells a very detailed story, omitting or lying about the settlement, but everything else was true. Poor guy being a virgin, him falling in love with a voice over the phone, like fucking the trucker in Joyride. But it was like, oh, Candyland. When Paul Walker made, rest in peace, when Paul Walker made that nasty ass girl voice that was not believable, and this trucker's like, Candyland, where are you, Candyland? Looking for you. Like, he just fell in love over a CB radio. I was like, dude. So yeah, it was a joyride moment between Eugene and Stephanie. But he lays that whole thing out, and he just shows that he's a miserable fuck, and this is who I am, which 99% of it was the truth. Good enough for him to reunite, and he actually seen Stephanie. So now we're in the Commonwealth, and we learned something about the Commonwealth through Yumiko. They are attempting to rebuild the nation, especially with the currency. I thought that was genius. The way she said, the way you was running her over about that $2 bill seems to us that you want to control the money that's left, right? So you can circulate it how you see fit, bring order to it, and using something that people are used to because we're all dying for some normalcy. So I was like, genius. So I can't wait to see what the Commonwealth is. They done finally made it through the final steps, and it's about to unlock a whole new place. So I can't wait to see the characters they about to show us. Hopefully they pop out next episode. We get to see what the Commonwealth is bringing. Cool. That's a wrap for that. Now to the nitty gritty, to the motherfucking action. Actually, this episode was like a battle of the stories, right? But I'm going a little too far. So after Negan just watched Maggie drop, it picks up right there. Okay, she's popping them. It's looking bad for our girl, but Maggie, she ain't never going that easy. Is up under the train. She's out of there, right? And as they question Negan, like, well, where the fuck is Maggie? I love his lion ass face. Negan is like, I know we supposed to hate him. I know we supposed to hate Negan, but I cannot help but love that guy. He did, yes, I know, guys. He took Glenn from me, and I'll never fucking forgive him for that. I'm just like Maggie, but just like Maggie, he's giving me mixed emotions, and we're gonna get in. We're gonna do all that this episode, this review. So anyway, they question about that, and they don't even blink an eye. They like, okay, either Maggie's dead or she's alive. We need to keep moving forward. I was like, this is very progressive of this group. This is a battle hardened group. Any group before then, if a person was lost and we didn't know, somebody would do something dumb. Somebody would sacrifice themselves going to look for Maggie. Not this group. This is a whole. These people have evolved. We have come a long way from seasons prior because they're like, fuck it. She's gone. We got a mission. Tunnel vision, and they're gone. And as they about to make their move, what's that? What's that knocking? Hmm? Is that Nardo Wick? The fuck is that? What is that? Doom, doom, doom. Oh, that's Maggie down there. Soon as she raises up, takes one look at Negan, pistol whips her beautifully. And I love the sound Negan makes when he gets hit with the pistol. He goes, ooh, and he goes down. He's like, oh shit. I was like, damn. I know that hurt. I know that fucking hurt. And then she goes to tell him, like, this motherfucker seen me slip, okay, did not help me and just left me out there to die. So now everybody's pissed. I mean, everybody's pissed. She's upset. They looking at him like, you motherfucker. And what makes Negan so, you just gotta love him, it's his logic. He is fucking Thanos. As much as Thanos is the bad guy, you just want to hate him. His logic, logically, technically, just some infallible shit. Like, he's just on point. My man simply points out, yeah, first off, I did not try to kill her. I just chose not to help her. Two totally different things. I said, you technical asshole. Like, that is an asshole response. I know. I did not try to kill her. I just chose, I'm not, no. So as he gets hemmed up, he goes to explain further. Okay, I like how, he's like, I like how everybody thinks I'm the asshole. When she was just threatening to kill me sooner than later, like you all heard it. She's ready for me to die by her hands. And you're looking at me like, why am I not ready to risk my life to save this motherfucker who just moments ago with her gun on me threatened to kill me at some point? Well, fuck y'all too. And I love how everybody looked around like, every time Negan opens his mouth, they go from anger to like, mmm. It's that, mmm. He's got a point. But he's the bad guy, so nobody could be like, he's right. That guy's right. So after they get over that little spat, in comes Gage, running like a banshee, terrified, knocking on the door. Hey, let me in. And the first question is, where the fuck you come from? The preacher, who I want to get into. Preacher's like, how'd you get here? Oh, I came in through the other back door. Did you close it? And just like a child, he's like, wait, what? Did I? Just like my son, I'm like, bro, did you close the door behind you? Did you lock it? You just finna let anybody like? What is this? Close the fucking door behind you. And dude's like, did I close that? And as he's thinking, like, did I close that shit? Here comes some walkers. And then everybody's like, oh, what the fuck? So they tried to unlock the door, but then they realize, ain't gonna make it in time. By the time we get this door open, these motherfuckers gonna be here. So it's just not gonna happen. We're just gonna have to watch you die, big dog. And when his man's trying to save him, Maggie's like, no, it's done. We don't have the ammo to clear it out. I said, ooh, this Maggie here, this is it's a different Maggie. No feelings, just hard, cold, ice cold. No, you chose to run. You fucked up. You didn't even close the door behind you. We would have forgave you, but you didn't close the door. There's nothing we could do. So Gage, like a true gangster, kills himself, and everybody has to sit there and watch. Now, some people got some mixed feelings about what they seen. Others that totally understand. Preacher involved, and when our boy Gage pops up as a zombie, the dude that had the attitude, I will never know his name. He's so insignificant. He's like, oh, so none of y'all could look at him, huh? He's just trying to play the self-righteous dude, right? Like, oh, nobody could look him in the face. That's because all y'all are wrong. Y'all did this. We could have saved him. One of those dudes, right? And the preacher. This is something that I'm looking at. I'm like, this is an evolution in a dude that you know this is the final season. These motherfuckers have reached their final form. When the preacher said, that's not Gage. That's a shell of a man that was a coward. And when Buddy said, "Oh, that's a hot take, Father," I was like, I couldn't have responded better. I said, "Yeah, what a hell of a hot take from a priest, the same priest who just had to save everybody, felt like shit. God grants second chances." I'm like, his preacher card is under review. He is not moving like the pastor. I could see like there's reason, there's understanding, right? I'm not trying to knock him, right? I'm not coming for him, in so to say, so to speak. But like we all understand why he had to do it. But we would, if it was me on the other side of the door, I would like, yes, my man's to want to save me. I would also want the preacher, even against his best wishes, to say, I vote against you, Maggie. Let's open the door. If God wants us all to die like this, at least we did it trying to save somebody. Something like that. And then people go, no, fuck off. No, sorry. God is not, no, we're not going to put it in his hands today. So, and then you get overridden. And then he could quickly go, okay, I understand. But the fact that he went so far as to A, not fight for his life, B, totally not give a shit, and 3, disrespect the dead. Like the man just came back to life. He just woke up zombified, and you calling him a shell of a man that was a fucking coward. I was like, Jive Turkey's a little bit below the line, my man. You know what I'm saying? I was like, God damn, preach. I mean, you're not wrong, but fuck. You're supposed to be a man of the cloth. You at least supposed to pretend. So I thought that was interesting. It's something to watch out for. This ain't the priest that I've come to know. Everybody's switching up. But one of the best things that happened on that train is the moment Maggie took as he was bitching and moaning about how how Maggie just let that dude die and her not give a shit, was the fact that there are zombies on both sides of the train, both sides of them trying to get to them, eat them. She's like, you know what? I'm going to take this time to tell you a scary story. I said the balls on this woman with the little flare lighting up her face like it's a fucking campfire. Like it's time for campfire scary stories. I said she's got some balls. Then she goes and shares a horrific story about some creep dude doing mutilation shit with women that are still alive and how Maggie was like, yep, this is kind of fucked up, but me and my son is hungry, so let me kill everybody up in this house, take this food, and get the fuck on. And guess what? I don't feel no motherfucking way about killing them. I don't care how you feel about me killing them. And I'm only telling you the story to let you know I don't give a fuck. And I'm like, well, damn, Maggie. So I thought she did excellent storytelling, right? It was a versus of storytelling. Eugene's, he didn't tell a story. Well, he did. He gave a story that was of the truth. Both of them did. So it was just like I like the contrast of the stories. One is of a nervous virgin looking to get laid somehow, lying to his friends, and for all intents and purposes, probably a bit on the coward side. I hate to use the big C word for Eugene because Eugene is coming to clutch, even in his biggest time of fear during the Negan era. And so I want to go with the coward word, but I just can't. Eugene has showed himself, but the contrast. One person that cares, loves his friends, loves the voice over the radio. He's just a lover. And then you got the opposite, horrifying, nightmare fuel of a story that Maggie's sitting here telling. And everybody's like, and then the fact that when she gets to the end, Negan jumps in to finish her story and her understanding because he gets it. And then she looks at him with this, I didn't expect that from you. And then they share another moment where she hands the gun over to him in like a, hey, no hard feelings type thing. And it's like a unspoken, all right, we cool. And I'm like, wow, this thing is wrapping up kind of quickly between you two. I did, okay, fine. Now on the other side, their savior, Daryl. I, Nino, come here. Can you come over? Okay, my dog is sleepy, so he doesn't want to come over here. But let me tell you something about disobedient dogs. I know I talked about this last episode, but this fucking dog, the one named Dog that Daryl got, is a piece of shit. This dog is only made to bring his owner into the shit. He does not listen to nothing the fuck Daryl says. Dog, stop. Dog, don't. Dog is continuously running toward danger, not giving a fuck, not listening to his master, right? Now, my dog, okay, he too is a disobedient fuck. But, sorry, buddy, but he's a scary disobedient fuck. And in the time of a zombie apocalypse or some shit hit the fan, I always am gonna want a disobedient, scared dog over Daryl's disobedient, brave dog. Why? Because you're my dog. I want to make sure you're alive. So yeah, and you're probably the only thing I'm gonna be carrying on. So a disobedient, brave dog is going to run into danger, thus bringing you into danger. My dog won't listen, but if he's scared shitless, if he sees zombies and shit, he ain't going too far. He's coming right back to me and looking to me to save his ass. Okay, so that's what I'd rather say. Cause this dog is not like Holly Berry's dogs in John Wick 4. Now those are some well trained fucking dogs. Bulletproof vest, know all the rules. She say stop. She say no. Don't. They listen. That's what you need. That's the ultimate form of a dog. Daryl's dog, no. But what Daryl found in that train station, I felt like he found a wealth of information that is going to play some type of part in this episode, right? The things that set out most to me, well, the one thing that set out most to me and all the, you know, the there was a map on one wall and it said demons X'd off. So it's like they traveled the train and found out, okay, bunch of zombies here, don't go there, bunch of zombies there, don't go there. These areas are kind of safe. So you got that map. found a letter from some kids to the parent, or the parent to the kids, whichever one, and these kids are likely dead. So he, saves some mementos because Daryl's just a big sweetie deep down inside, deep, 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 deep inside. He's just full of goop. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to find, but it's there. But what I found interesting was this well drawn, like caveman mural of citizens, kings with some with crowns, a crowned family, and then that crowned family like being demolished and eaten by either the people or zombies. I haven't made up my mind. But it's telling a story. That mural on the wall is telling a story of what happened or what's happening, or it may have some relevance to this, I'm thinking. That's what I've come up with. But Daryl runs into somebody with a dog, gets a grenade, goes and saves the squad like Daryl does. I love that they showed the headshot view. They gave us like that back view, and we just see him murdering zombies through the window. I thought that was excellent. Excellent camera work. Excellent gun shooting choreography. Loved it. And then to finish it off with a huge bang of the grenade. There's not enough zombies being blown up. I really enjoyed that. It's just satisfying seeing like a cart full of zombies and then just matter, just red matter painting the place. I'm like, yes, there should be more grenades. I like it. But they get topside, and then this weird Negan Maggie kinship thing, the passing of the guns. Negan passes her the gun back, and he holds onto it for a second. And Maggie looks at him with a weird look, and he's looking in her eyes with a weird look, and it's making me feel not so good. I'm like, what the fuck is happening here? Are you trying to tell me like some unlikely trauma bond, like you killed my man, but now me and you relate on this really dark level and we could possibly fuck with each other type vibe? Or maybe you're not a complete piece of shit, I won't kill you. We could maybe one day be friends or entertain associates at the least type vibe, which I could roll with. I could roll with. But if there's some type of sick ass romance going on between them, so I don't know why I feel that. I could be 100% off, and I'm hoping I'm 1,000% off. But I don't know the way I don't know. It's not sitting well with me. But these two relationships, their evolution of their relationship, however it's gonna turn out, it's something there. It's spinning me. I don't know what it is. But Maggie, once they get up top, once they get topside, they take a breather, and she lets them know we're gonna take a detour. There's a place with some hidden guns and food, all the shit we need. We're gonna take a nice little nap. Okay, we're gonna get some guns, and we're gonna go at it and get Meridian back from these psychos. Right? Negan leads the way, and wow, what a way to end the episode! Like they get out there as soon as they hit the block, it's like a line of dead bodies, like upside down. It looked like Vlad the Impaler. It looks like the like how Vlad would do it, just impale the hundreds of bodies down the road, so you know what type of time he was on, and that's what it looked like. And before Negan could get the words, maybe we should just double back and go whoosh, whoosh, elbow to the face. I mean, arrow to the face. You're down. Fucking some type of boomerang knife to the thigh. You're out of here. So this motherfucker's flinging precise weapons at people from down the street. Nobody sees it coming. I'm like, holy shit, we in the shit now. And then we see what's coming for him. I must say, that final shots, that final scene of these purge-like characters, like it looks like, yeah, it looked like the purge. These motherfuckers look like badasses. And the efficiency in which they throw sharp metal objects and shit and hit the target, it's not looking too good, right? But they was all able to scatter out the street. We didn't get to see no retaliation, so that leads me to believe episode 3 is going to bust. I really enjoyed this one. I want to rank this one. I'm gonna give this episode a 9. I like the, like I said, I like the contrast of the stories between Maggie and Eugene. Storylines do not feel drug out. You get enough of the Commonwealth to be intrigued. Anything is intriguing about traveling through zombie filled train stations and fucking purgers out there at night. That's easy to sell. But to get both of them going and then to add some extra to the violence, Maggie's story is just fucking, it was phenomenal. It was terrifying but phenomenal. So, yeah, I really dug this episode. So I'm looking forward to 3. I want to watch it tonight, but your boy is getting sleepy. So with that, man, protect your health, yourself, your wealth. Your boy Real is out of here, man. Peace. Yo, I know I don't need no introduction, but y'all know who it is, man. It's your boy Hollywood Real. And I appreciate you for sliding through and watching these videos. But you know what I need from you? Alright, if you ain't already, I need you to like this and subscribe this, man. We at 1,000 trying to get to 2, alright? Push it for your boy. Get them algorithms up. So when it come to that subscribe button,